Hey, Mike Gillette coming to you from my garage gym, which, as you can see at the moment, doesn't look much like a gym, and that's because it's essentially empty right now. Because, well, we've carved out a wall that used to end right here, and now we've added basically 3 more feet all the way over to the door. You can see we still have to put registers back on the wall. The wall itself is a little bit glistening. That's because that's wet paint. I just finished painting finally. Next is the floor, which is going to be addressed. All new rubber matting is going to go down before next week, when most of the heavy and larger pieces of new equipment that is replacing all of the old equipment starts to arrive. Now, why am I talking to you in a garage? Well, because the garage is really the point of the conversation. I'm talking to you in a garage in January. A garage that is in the Midwest where it gets cold, where it snows. In fact, we have snow, ample snow in the forecast in our next 24 hours. And because I've been training in this space for approximately 6 years, that means for 6 years we have been parking our cars not in a garage. We have several cars, they stay out in the driveway, which is going to be inconvenient over the next 24 hours. It's been inconvenient for a long time. The cars are hot in the summertime, they're wet when it rains, and they get cold when it's cold, and they get covered with snow when it snows. And yet, here I am in this space that has not seen a car in years. Why is that? Well, because I have a certain number of resources available to me with respect to the home in which we live. We just have this garage space, and this garage space is very well suited for a home gym, which is what we've been using it for all these years. But we can't do both. We can't have the gym that I want and a garage. So a decision was made, a choice was made. And that's kind of how things are in life. We can do things the convenient way, we can do things the conventional way, or we can do things the way that suits us, that fulfills the objectives that we have set for ourselves. And for me, I need to train regularly, and it's important for me to be able to train how I want for as long as I want, whenever I want. And having this space dedicated to training allows me to do that, because I have one very simple goal, which is simply to be as strong as I can for as long as I can. And having a dedicated training space has allowed me to pursue that objective. Now, here's the thing. In life, we only have so much garage space. We have cars. We have generally more needs, more desires than we have space or resources with which to pursue them, which means that anything that we pursue is going to involve choices. Anything that we want to pursue that is meaningful is going to require a certain amount of sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice in the furtherance of your own goals? Are you willing to sacrifice a little bit of convenience to pursue something larger, to pursue something much more meaningful? I hope so. I hope that in 2019 you have the opportunity to really explore what it is that you want to do, and look very closely at the available resources that you have at your disposal, and make some really strong, meaningful choices in the pursuit of those goals. Here's to a strong and content and satisfied you in 2019. Stay strong.